Hey guys, so in this video I want to show you how to set up an automated AI lead qualification system. This is a system I recently sold to a marketing agency. It didn't take me very long to set it up, but it made quite a big impact in their business. So this project was, like I said, for a marketing agency, and the way their workflow was set up was most of their leads come from ads. Their ads are sent to a contact form, and whenever the contact form is filled out, they usually have sales reps contacting the leads through WhatsApp to make sure that the lead is qualified to set up a meeting. So their criteria for a qualified lead is it can only be an online business, no local businesses like restaurants, etc. They have to have more than 5 employees, and the company has to be based in Europe or the US. Now, actually, what was the problem? These sales reps were spending loads of time qualifying leads, and actually 60% of all incoming leads are not a good fit for this marketing agency. So they asked if we can automate this process and maybe filter out a few of these leads before the sales reps actually have to reach out to these people. So that's exactly what we set up, and we actually managed to filter out around 70% of bad leads before the sales rep outreach. So it made quite a big impact on their business and on the time spent these sales reps on bad leads. Right, so I'm gonna show you how to set it up step by step, but first I'll show you quickly how it works. Of course, I can't show you the actual client, so I replicated the process quickly for myself. So the way it works is we have a contact form here. So whenever the contact form is filled out, the make.com flow is triggered. The data is sent to our Relevance AI app that actually does the lead qualification. So what does this app do? I'm going to show you later how it's set up, but it basically scrapes data from the LinkedIn of the company or even the company website, finds these sort of qualification criteria like the company size, where they're based, and what was the third? If it's an online business, right? And based on that, we have a router, right? If it's qualified, it will actually send it to the CRM. If it's unqualified, we'll send it to a Google Sheets. So that's the workflow. I'll show you quickly how it works. Here we have an example. Just put in a quick example with Slack, which is obviously a qualified lead for them. They're an online business, more than 5 employees, and based in the US. So if we click submit, our make.com automation is triggered. Now the data is being sent to our Relevance AI app, who does the research, and in this case, the lead is qualified and is sent to HubSpot. We can try it with an unqualified lead. Let's say we have a local restaurant in New York. I just found a random restaurant to see if it actually disqualifies the lead. So we click submit. Our make.com workflow is triggered, and it disqualified the lead and added it to the Google Sheets. I'll now show you how to set this up step by step. So first, as you can see, of course, we have to start off the flow with a form, right? Now this can be any form. Most forms are integrated easily into Make, and it's very easy. You just go for, in this case, watch for submissions, right? So it's triggered as soon as a form is submitted. We then go and send it to our Relevance AI app, right? Again, the link of the template of the Relevance AI app that actually qualifies the lead is available in the description below. So make sure you go in there right now, click on that link and copy the Relevance AI tool. You'll then come to a screen like this. If you have an account, of course, otherwise you have to make a quick account on Relevance AI. As you can see, this qualification tool requires a company website. So only on the company website we're doing our lead research. So how does this actually work? I'm going to show you how it's set up. I just ran it quickly on that exact example we made with Upland, New York City. So this is the user input. All we need is a company website. We're not even using their email or their name, because basically from that information we can already filter out these criteria they have. So the first step is we're going to do a Google search. So we have stored this link into a variable, right? And that variable goes in here in this Google search query because we're trying to find the LinkedIn. So it's basically going to do a Google search with the company URL and the LinkedIn. And then here are the scraped Google, here's the Google search results. We're then going to feed those Google search results in the next step here, in an LLM step, which is in this case GPT. We're going to feed it that Google search data and say, you are an expert researcher that specializes in analyzing Google search results and extracting the most likely company LinkedIn URL. So it automatically finds that LinkedIn URL. You can check out the prompt in detail in your own tool. But basically you can see the answer of this LLM is the company LinkedIn URL. So in the next step, we're gonna use the LinkedIn scraper, right? So here we feed it the answer of the last one, which in this case is the company LinkedIn URL, and it will automatically scrape. This is a built-in API from Relevance AI, so it's quite easy, and you can see it has scraped all the data from the company LinkedIn. Now in the next step, we're gonna again use an LLM to interpret this data, right, and say what it has to find in this LinkedIn data. So in the first step, first of all, of course, it has to find out if it's an online business or a local business, the amount of employees, and where the company is located. So in this step, we only output those three things. You can see it's a local business, brick and mortar, it's 51 to 200 employees, and it's in New York, United States. So according to this, it will have to disqualify it. So in the last step, we're actually doing another LLM step that qualifies or disqualifies the lead. So we prompted here to understand what a qualified lead is and what not, and then we feed it the data again from the previous LLM step here below, and then it should output only qualified or unqualified. You can see it's unqualified here, so this information is sent back to Make, and here we set up a router that basically filters. If the output is qualified, it sends the information to HubSpot. If the lead is unqualified, it sends this to our Google Sheets. So how do you set up the filter? Very easy. We look for the output of our HTTP model, which is the app I just showed, the Relevance AI. We go to output and answer, right? And that should be equal to qualified. So if it's outputs qualified, we send it to HubSpot, and here if it outputs unqualified, we send it to Google Sheets. That's how it's set up. If you want to learn how to actually connect this HTTP model, which is of course the Relevance AI app here, I can show you quickly. It's very easy. You copy this link, the endpoint, you go in here, you paste it in, you select post, right? By the way, this is an HTTP make a request module, right? We go with post, then we need two content headers. So here we have headers. The first one is content type with the value application JSON. And the second is authorization, which is your authorization key, which is your API key, which you can generate right here. If you click on this button, you fill it in there. Lastly, you go down here, you select body type raw, content type JSON, and then lastly you need to request content, which you get from here. Request body, you copy this, you paste it in here, and then you have to find the company website and put the company website, which you got from the form, in between the quotation marks. That's it. Last step is parse response, and then your Relevance AI research tool is set up. And that's it. That's the entire process. If you like this video or have any questions, please like it and drop me a comment below. I will answer them all. And thank you for your time.